Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. If you are an XRP holder, I've never been more sure you want to watch this to the end. This is very heavy. If you are a BTC maxi, you're going to want to sit down. I'm going to play a portion of an interview where Mr. Garlinghouse was interviewed by Julia Chatterley. This is back in February 2020. I know a lot of you have seen this, but I really need to play this portion because I don't think the whole world really understood what Mr. Garlinghouse was saying. Have a listen.
This more efficient for customers. And right now, the customers we focus on are commercial banks, payment providers. We certainly are thinking about other types of customers we could serve. I have made the point, I don't know if I've ever said it on air, but I've made the point that in the earliest days of Amazon, it's called Amazon Books. There's a bookseller. It competed with Barnes & Noble, competed with Borders, and when I think about Ripple today is viewed as a cross-border payments company. We view ourselves as a blockchain infrastructure company. The first vertical we've done is cross-border payments. We want to make sure we're winning in cross-border payments before we do another vertical, but we will certainly do other verticals leveraging these technologies.
All right, so we will certainly do other verticals leveraging these technologies. I'm going to show you in this video how some of those verticals might look. And as a company that is using blockchain as an infrastructure, cross-border payments was just the first. And they're thinking about other customers that they could serve. And I just want to show you what other customers that is. Here we have Ripplenet. The actual word Ripplenet on Tuesday, June 30th, was filed with an application to trademark in Europe in the category of financial services, communication services, computer and software services, and scientific services. The application is number 01-8264156. Now, they did just the word. So under the European Intellectual Property Office, it was registered by a gentleman whose name is Fajar Sadni. And he has a correspondence address that he's attached in Finland. In addition to what he registered, the word Ripplenet, he also registered the PayID logo and word. In addition, he also trademarked just the name PayID and also just the logo PayID and also the XRP logo. It was filed on that 30th of June, 2020. So the graphic representation of XRP registered under virtual currency, transfer service, exchange, foreign currency services, financial services, computerized financial services, currency trading, foreign currency exchange, and finally, financial exchange of virtual currency. So who is Fajar Sadni? He is the marketing development manager currently overseeing the Middle East and Africa and works for ABB in Dubai. He went to the university in Finland and he's been working for ABB for 9 years. 3 of those years were in Finland. His focus, he's working on smart power business line. It's the electrification business. You can see right down here. So his interest on LinkedIn for companies is Ripple and VeChain, and of course the ABB electrification. So what is ABB? It's a public company. It's a Swedish multinational corporation. They're headquartered in Zurich, Switzerland. They're ranked 341 in the global Fortune 500. They're traded on 6 Swiss exchanges, the NASDAQ in Stockholm, and on the New York Stock Exchange. Their business, they're the #1 player in the electrical motors and power automation. They also are heavily into robotics, digital services, technology, and power grids. They are really currently focusing on eco-efficiency, sustainability. That word sustainability comes again in their focus over and over and over. They are making cities cleaner, less polluted, creating this green smart city, connecting them through the cloud. And for them, it's all about the environment. And in January 2019, ABB, the electrification, launched the virtual smart city. It was a place that created a safe, smart, sustainable, comprehensive smart city. And then just a few months after that, in May 2019, they revealed they had blockchain. And this blockchain inverter pilot as a tech emerged. It was all about peer-to-peer energy trading and smart grids. They were going to take this secure energy transactions, and it would change the way consumers harness energy, where they would be able to share excess energy with neighbors, communities, countries on the grid. May 20th, a little bit more information came out, and we saw that ABB was going to work with Evolvere. And this blockchain was going to show how the technology could be used to decentralize the way transactions are processed. Blockchain was going to help them facilitate faster transactions and automatic payments for different services. So this was May 2019. Do you believe this pilot went well? Well, 13 months later, we have PayID, Ripplenet, and XRP all being trademarked by the manager who is leading this project. I'd say it went very well. And do you think it's any coincidence that on Ripple, since April, we've been seeing a lot of this sustainability come up in all areas? This is Anwar Hassan. He wrote the article in April about the more sustainable blockchain. And the podcast with David Schwartz, when he had Chris Larson on as his first guest, Chris talked about how digital assets will help create a sustainable global economy. And how about David's article this Wednesday, where he was talking about the environment? He said that XRP and the environmental sustainability. As a digital asset itself, XRP was designed with sustainability in mind. It is an inherently green currency. All XRP is already in existence, meaning no unsustainable mining practices or additional energy is ever required to produce more, unlike the other digital assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think all of you know I don't believe in coincidences. How many times have I been saying that? So XRP was brought into this fold, and they're being brought into the solution on a scale that I think most never imagined. Let me just scratch another surface for you when it comes to ABB, because its largest shareholder is the Wallenberg family. The Wallenberg family started creating their wealth back in 1856 with the establishment of the leading corporation bank, SEB. And now they are a prominent Swedish family of bankers, mostly, but also some politicians and some diplomats. The family is run by a fifth generation, but they are in the process of grooming the sixth generation to take over. And it's interesting that they do not have a direct ownership to their wealth, but they manage it through nonprofit foundations. It's a structure that they believe has helped the family business survive. They have invested $12 billion into the NASDAQ. They have $44 billion into SEB, and Marcus Wallenberg actually has a chair. They also, as a family wealth fund, they invested $45 billion into ABB. They are the largest shareholder of ABB. The family is very low-key in the public eye. Officially, they have a family motto that is esse non viderte. And that means in Latin, to be, not to be seen. So do you really see the size of power here? On the 1st of July, Hitachi, Japan, commandeered a majority share of ABB's power grid business, launched the venture Hitachi ABB Power Grids. It's a new company, and they already have volume of 10 billion. As a new business, they are going to embrace decentralization and digitization. Hitachi will remain an 80% stake for the time being. The Zurich-based ABB will hold the remaining 19.9%. But it looks like that it's expected Hitachi will consider making it wholly owned after 2023. The venture employs 36,000 people in 90 countries. Do I need to say that one again? 90 countries. So this is something that actually this joint venture has been anticipated for about 18 months. The new company will expand into utilities, mobility, smart cities, energy storage, and industrial Internet of Things, which is called IIoT. I think you're going to see this industrial Internet of Things a lot going forward. So do you understand everything I just showed you? If XRP was not part of this solution, then why was it part of the 5 brands that I showed you that went to get trademarked by the development manager of this project? ABB, smart power business, the industrial Internet of Things, a blockchain to facilitate faster transactions and automatic payments, a way to decentralize transactions and processed faster. Hello, you smart thing. All right, I want to take you to Hitachi Seaside Park in Tokyo. Well, actually, Ibaraki, it's north of Tokyo, for your fluff. Oh, I think, yeah, I'm just going to put the link to the ABB.com website that shows all of those sustainability reports and their focus, and you can see how they're going to move forward. It's quite interesting. You can take what I've given you and you can go from there and you can do your own research. Yeah, let's jump to the fluff. So up in Ibaraki, which is north of Tokyo, there is the oldest winery in Japan. This is part of the Seaside Park, and they were making wine. Well, they planted 6,000 seedlings in 1880, and then they went into full production in 1898. It's pretty cool. It's pretty historic. You can visit it, and it's got a lot of history. This is an example of one of the labels that was designed for actually export to be shipped overseas, and it's just really fabulous. Just a glass before meals, it says here. But what I really want to tell you is adjacent to the winery is an amazing park, and they replant the park every season. So depending on the time of year, you're going to see different color all the time. This is one of my favorite plantings that they have done. But you might go and it may look like this, or you might find it's just been planted. This is July 2nd, so this is what it looks like. But by August, it'll look like this. And in the evenings in August, on those warm summer nights, they have just the most amazing light show that is in the park itself, which just transforms into something that's really spectacular. It's super popular. And, you know, it's just one of those things you can do that is a lot of fun in this country. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.